You are not a sinner. I mean, you can be if you choose to be, but God gave you free will. And when you choose to be a sinner, understand that that comes with a lot of energy that could be blocking you from the life that you truly want. That's what I want to talk to you about on this week's episode of The Higher Self. For me, and what I'm realizing now for a lot of you out there, this is one of the key moments of really awakening. This is one of the key moments of becoming your highest self, is the falling away and the letting go of all of these. I want to be sensitive here, but all of these energies that we have believed in and bought into about ourselves that religion has placed on us. I say I want to be sensitive because I know there's a lot of people out there that are arguing and debating and fighting and wanting to be right about religious topics. And to be honest with you guys, if you've been following this episode or this podcast for any period of time, you know that I was one of them. I went through that phase. And I purposefully has been silent about this whole thing because I took some time to go deep into myself and realize the energy in which I was sharing from wasn't coming from love. And so my hope and my prayer and my intention is that this message comes from love, and you understand that I am simply sharing something or exposing you to something or shedding light to something that could be in the way of everything that you want in life. You see, when we accept, believe, and fall under this word called sinner, what we unknowingly are doing is we're also accepting all of the energy that that word carries with it. For context, you are energy. Everything is energy. Everything in life is energy. And as a result, when you call yourself or believe you're a sinner, well, you tell me, and as a matter of fact, don't tell me, tell yourself, what energy comes with that word? Specifically, if you look at Dr. David Hawkins' work and you look at the ladder of consciousness, on the lowest point of the ladder, the two lowest energies that a human being can live with and operate from are shame and guilt. The highest are love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. When you talk about the lower frequencies, you're talking about living life through force and from the energy of fear. When you live life through higher frequencies, you're talking about living life from power and from the frequency of love. Now, as I've exposed you to both of these frequencies and both the sides of the energetic spectrum, take a wild guess which one. As a matter of fact, don't take a wild guess. Feel in your heart right now, which one aligns more with the word sin and with calling yourself and thinking of yourself as a sinner. Is it guilt and shame? Or is it peace, love, joy, and enlightenment? One of the biggest parts of awakening is realizing that your body, your vessel, and how you treat it affects everything else in your life. In today's world, our food supply is depleted and our soil is stripped of the vital nutrients that our bodies need to thrive. No matter how clean you eat, it's nearly impossible to get everything that your body requires for optimal health. And that's why Kono has truly changed my life, because their supplements are designed to fill those gaps. They use holistic ingredients sourced from regenerative agriculture, which restores the soil while producing nutrient-dense ingredients to help your body heal and thrive. My two favorite products right now are the Full Body Hydrate, which has electrolytes and ocean-based trace minerals for hydration. And they also make a vanilla beef protein powder that's dairy-free, easy to digest, and made from grass-fed bone broth. Guys, this thing tastes incredible. If you're serious about awakening, start by giving your body what it truly needs to thrive. Visit kononutrition.com and use the code DANNY for 25% off your first subscription order or 10% off any regular purchase order. I think any human being alive would agree that it definitely can't be peace or joy or love or enlightenment. And so the only thing left is lower energies. And I want you to realize this. I want you to realize that when you accept that you are a sinner, you're accepting that something is wrong with you. You're accepting that the moment you were born, the moment you came into life, and as a result, life itself on an energetic basis, you are believing that there's something wrong with life because there's something wrong with you. And when you believe that there's something wrong with you, and you believe that in this case you are bad, you are evil, you are no good, you can't do anything on your own, and I'm not going to get into the details of it, but you know the way the story goes, and that you need something outside of you because on your own you are terrible and wretched. Let me ask you a question. I mean, if life is really all energy, could it be that the reason you don't have the life you want, could it be that one of the reasons that you are being blocked from the finances that you want, from living in the love relationship that you want to be in, could it be that one of the reasons why your body is filled with inflammation and stress? Could it be that one of the reasons is because you think something's wrong with you? That you believe you're bad? That you believe you're evil? Could it be one of the reasons why you have such a hard time taking action and creating what you want and stepping into your power is because you've outsourced your power to something outside of you? Could it be one of the reasons why you have a difficult time manifesting and creating is because you're disconnected from the Creator? Could it be that it's because you are in a state of waiting for something outside of you to come and save you? Because you see, we know how the story goes. You can't believe that you're a sinner, and you can't believe that there's something inherently wrong with you without also believing that you need something outside of you to come and save you and help you and make you better. Now, look, I'll even say even that part. Forgive me. I want to be sensitive to this because that was me for a long time, and I didn't realize it was the root cause of a lot of my issues. I didn't realize that one of the root causes with my money issues, one of the root causes in my relationship, because by the way, being married for a lot of years and being passionately in love, those are two different stories. And I didn't realize that one of the reasons why my body was so inflamed and I was 50 pounds overweight was because I inherently thought and bought into this notion that there was something wrong with me. You know what I have come to find that the truth is? Everything is one. And so when everything is one, that means that I am one with everything. And if I'm one with everything, then I am one with the Creator. And if I'm one with the Creator, then I am one with creation itself. And if I'm one with creation itself, I'm one with life itself. And if I'm one with life itself and creation itself, then I am one with the ability to create my life and to create the life that I want to create, the life that I want to see, the life that I want to experience. And way back when I believed that I was a sinner, when I chose to accept this energy as my truth, I accepted with it, and my body absorbed the energy of guilt and shame. Guys, I don't know about you, but you can never live a full life of abundance. You can never be in your absolute power in the frequencies of guilt and shame. You can never be in your power if you're waiting. And so one of the fundamental things I had to do in my journey was go face to face with this concept that I knowingly accepted that I was a sinner. And I had to go deep into it. And I had to unravel and untangle and purge out all of the energy that came with it. The energy that unknowingly was blocking me from living in joy and peace and happiness. And the truth is that when I decided to no longer carry this guilt, this shame, this relationship, this acknowledgement of this word, sinner, my life completely opened up. It was step number 1 for me. The old had to die for the new to be born. And I'm not going to lie, it was scary for me because it's all I knew. All I knew was to go to church on Sunday. All I knew was to read the book. All I knew was to everybody that I knew was in that community. And, I send my love to everybody. But all I can tell you that any wisdom you hear from me, any healing you've experienced by coming to Awaken, anything that you see that we're doing in the world, absolutely none of it would have been possible if I still thought of myself as less than. And that brings me to the moment that my children were born. I remember each of them being born. And I remember what I felt when each of them were born. I felt a lot of things. I felt joy. I felt happiness. I felt love. And I saw them in a lot of ways. I saw them as perfect. I saw them as beautiful. I saw them as divine. I saw them as love personified. And you know what never once entered my mind or my heart or my soul? I never once saw anything wrong with them. And that's how I think God actually sees us. God sees you as perfect, as beautiful, as divine. God sees you as creation personified. God sees you as love. In order to not miss these episodes or the weekly clips that we provide that will help you in the 3 energies of human mastery, how to change your financial life, how to change your relationship life, and how to heal yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually, make sure to subscribe right now to the channel. Trust me, it'll be the greatest decision and action you take today because the value we are committed to bringing you is going to be life-changing. Go ahead and subscribe right now. God would never see you as a sinner. The same way your parents would never see anything wrong with you. And maybe therein lies the secret. Maybe the thing that drives us to believe that we are a sinner could be what we experienced from our mom and dad. Definitely what we learned from them in this case, but in my case, it was the lack of love that they knew how to show me, that they knew how to offer to me, that they knew how to give to me, that caused me to look outside of me for love. And so I honor wherever you are in the journey right now. I really do. and I respect wherever you are in the journey. What I do know, however, is truth. Is that someday when you're ready to awaken to your highest power, purpose, and potential, you're going to have to come face to face with this notion that there is something inherently wrong with you and that you are a sinner. And you're going to have to eliminate, purge out, and get rid of anything within you, including the energy that once believed that there was something wrong with you. And when you do that, you're going to see your life change forever. Maybe it wasn't sin or religion. Maybe it was something that you did in the past. Maybe it was something that happened to you in the past. I'm sending you my love because we've worked with some people that have been through some pretty rough things. Can you allow yourself to let go of that? Can you allow yourself to no longer see yourself as tainted or as something is wrong with you? Because when you have the courage to go through that journey, I can tell you that a brand new life awaits you on the other side. That's this week's episode of The Higher Self. Thank you for being here with me. I want to thank you because a year ago, maybe even 6 months ago, for me to ever have uttered these words, number one, I wasn't in the right energy to, and as a result, number two, I probably would have been afraid to. But now I feel free to be my authentic self, free to speak my authentic truth, and hopefully you receive it in your hearts and in your mind from the place where I intended it, which was from love. We'll see you next week.